Welcome to Daily Dose of Positive Tea with your girl, life coach Sherry Eldridge. How is everyone doing today? Please type it in the comments, you guys. Let me know how your week was. Let me know how you're doing. Please like and share this. And please remember too, I am on YouTube. So if you would go to my YouTube page, please also like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. You know, I'm trying to build my audience and get this word out to everyone. I hope everyone has been enjoying the Daily Dose of Positivity podcast. And I'm so excited about today's topic. I also want you guys to know, if you don't know, we have the Daily Dose of Positive Tea on Amazon for only $8.99. So go get your Daily Dose of Positive Tea. It gives you a positive word daily, all right? And not only that, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, maybe some of you with my book, The Power of Self-Love in 31 Days, might have recognized that every topic is a topic from the book. So if you do not have The Power of Self-Love in 31 Days, you got to go cop that too, you guys. Come on, what you waiting on? And if you already got it, go ahead and get a copy for a friend, a loved one, a neighbor, a coworker. This book will bless your life. Not only that, if this book is already blessing your life and you want to be a part of the self-love course that goes along with this book, please message me, inbox me, go to my website, yournewstartcoaching.com, and sign up. This is a workbook that'll go along with that self-love course, and I'm telling y'all, it's life-changing. I have a few people who are taking the course, and I promise you, you will hear nothing but good things. We dig in, we get to the core of who you are to help you become the best you, okay? So, for tea time today, I want you guys to know God is so good. God is so good. Even though these are pre-recorded, I am going to be watching these with you. So if you have any comments, please post them. I can reply to your comments. And if you want to be a part of the Daily Dose of Positive Tea, if you'd like to come on and just have dialogue with me, and we go over some of the topics that we already have, or if you have a business and you want your business to be exposed, if you are an author, if you are a fitness trainer, whomever you are, please message me, inbox me, and we can definitely get you on the Daily Dose of Positive Tea. Now, y'all know it's tea time coming up, right? Tea time. I'm so excited about tea time. But before we do tea time, I got a few more things that have come out, y'all, because I just be busy, right? I like to stay busy. Embracing the unknown. I revised Embracing the Unknown. So go to Amazon and grab this. This book is talking about what the title says, being in a new place and embracing that new place. If you feel like you're stuck and you're fearful, the co-title of this book is Faith Over Fear. Okay. How many of us have been held hostage to fear? And we've literally stayed stagnant in an old place because we were afraid of the new place. Fear of success is real. Fear of the new and the unknown is real. Let me help you. Embracing the unknown. Amazon. Go to Amazon. Just type my name in there and just get everything. And guess what else, y'all? I also have a word search. A word search. Y'all listen, I love this. This is the Power of Self-Love word search. I love doing word searches, y'all. I love it. It's a brain activity. And it's calming, it's peaceful, when you have your downtime. So I took the affirmations out of my book and I put them into a word search. So Amazon, go ahead and grab your copy today of your word search. But it is tea time. We're back. It is tea time. And today's topic, you guys, we are going over relationships. Now, I think I might want to visit this again. I might want to have a man and a woman come on, maybe two guys and two into a dialogue about this topic right here, relationships. Now, relationships doesn't just consist of intimate relationships or romantic relationships. We're talking about relationships with your family, relationships on your job, relationships anywhere, with your business, okay? So this is what we do it. We're going to go over the natural, we're going to go over the spiritual. I'm going to give you quick points, and I'm going to get you out of here, okay? So once again, I want to give all the audience a shout out today. Shout out to my audience for faithfully coming, supporting the Daily Dose of Positive Tea. I promise you, this is set up by God to be a help to you, and I pray that it is helping you, okay? All right, relationship. First point, foundation matters, okay? The foundation of a relationship is the start of every relationship, okay? Where did you meet this person? What was the circumstance? What was the situation? Where were you at within yourself? Okay. A lot of us, we meet people in different places at different times. And that actually determines almost the future of your relationship. And I'm not going to start naming places that you can meet somebody and you're like, okay, I wanted this person to be this. I thought this person was going to be this, but you met them in the gutter. Okay. All right. Pay attention. Foundation matters. Foundation is the core. Foundation is the layer of where everything starts. Okay. So naturally, healthy relationships are built on trust, communication, and respect. And without a strong foundation, relationships crumble under pressure. Okay. So this is just a little bit about giving you some nuggets. I want to get into some other things concerning relationship, but that'll definitely be at another time. But for the Daily Dose of Positive Tea, I'm just going to give y'all some points today. This one's going to be a little quick, but I'm just give y'all some points. And y'all tell me what you think about it, and if we can revisit it, okay? So you need trust, you need communication, and you need respect. Without those things, there is no foundation at all. Those things help you build a strong foundation. Now, even though I said trust, you have to build trust in a relationship. You have to build on it. And how you build on it is through communication, respect, being honest, being truthful. And if you do not have those, if you don't have morals, if you don't understand, if you don't feel like that's right to be truthful, it's going to crumble. If you feel like a relationship is based off of manipulation, deception, lies, it's going to crumble. Okay. Nobody wants to be lied to. Some people get lied to, and you consistently stay in something and it turns toxic or it crumbles. But spiritually, the best relationships are rooted in God. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. And that's Psalms 127 and 1. So I do a self-love course. And of course, some of us, we have been here. Some of us weren't raised in a church. Some of us were. Some of us weren't raised to learn how to develop a relationship with God first. Okay. And that is the missing link to every unhealthy relationship. God first. If you do not know yourself, if you do not have a relationship with God, for God to reveal to you your good, your bad, your indifferences, you will build your character, you will build your life off of your influences as a child, your environment, the things that have happened to you, the things that were said to you, the things that were done to you. That's how you'll build who you are. But when you build a relationship with God, when you begin to seek God out and talk to God and ask God, who did you desire for me to be in your plans? Because your plans are great. Your plans are to prosper me and to have me in good health, mentally, physically, spiritually, socially. So you want to connect with God, the creator. I ain't talking about the universe. I ain't talking about your crystals. I ain't talking about, and you can get mad, whatever. But God, I want a relationship with the creator of the universe. I want a relationship with the person, with the creator that created the beings that are able to make crystals and jewelry and clothes and all that. I don't want the middleman. I want the top notch. I want God, the beginning, the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. You know, Jehovah Jireh, Yahweh. That's who you want to build a relationship with and allow him to heal you, deliver you, free you, begin to shape and mold you into the person that he desires for you to be. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. When you do that, God leads us. He's like our father. He's like a real parent, a good parent that will lead you, help you make right decisions. He will lead you into righteousness. He won't lead you into ways that will corrupt you, or you're constantly getting your heart broken, or you're constantly missing things and losing things. God is not that type of God. And I'm not going to say that your life is going to be perfect, but what God has for us, he gives us joy unspeakable. He gives us peace that surpasses our understanding to guard our heart and mind in Christ Jesus. He has the tools and the keys to help develop us into the individual that he desires for us to be as his child, right? As a child, you also receive inheritance from your father or your mother. You want the inheritance of Christ. You want what God has for you. I don't know people that leave an inheritance of negative things. Yes, some people leave because they don't have a will, they got bills, this and this and that. But there are people who leave legacy and inheritance for their children, and they will not lack, right? They leave in mansions, they're leaving money for them to continue to grow their own business. That's the kind of God we serve. That's the God who you desire to have relationship with, okay? Our second point is purpose over perfection. Naturally, no relationship is perfect, okay? But every connection should serve a purpose, whether it's growth, support, or love. Every relationship should serve a purpose, whether it's growth, support, or love. And if you don't know what love is, that's why you need to develop a relationship with God, because a lot of us think lust is love. It is not. A lot of us think abuse is love. No, I beat you because I love you. That's not love. A lot of us don't understand that love is sacrifice. Love is giving up yourself, and not in a way that you are harming yourself. It actually helps you and the individual or the relationship you're in grow. It brings on support. It brings on challenges for growth. It brings on help for growth, expansion. The relationships that you have are bringing you down, are draining you. You got to reevaluate those. You got to reevaluate those relationships. And when I say relationships are not perfect, but there is perfect people for perfect people. Perfect means whole, and that's what you desire to be. And once you develop your relationship with God, he allows you, he heals you so that you can be whole, and that you're no longer searching for someone to fulfill a void in you that only God can fulfill. You're no longer searching for someone to make you happy, because God fulfilled every void in you and it makes you whole. So the people you connect with are assets. They help you grow. They show you love. They show you support. And then vice versa. You do the same thing. You're healthy enough to do the same thing. Okay. Spiritually, God connects us for divine reasons. Okay. Every relationship should align with his will and push us closer to purpose, not pull us away. And that's Amos 3:3. So, like I said, sometimes we're on a job and we have coworkers and you have to work with certain people. And if they're fighting against you and they're toxic, if you're in a relationship with God, see what God is trying to teach you out of that thing. Okay. But sometimes God allow us, he said, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Sometimes when we're on this one-on-one relationship with God, God is building us. before he connects us with our next group of support or our next love or our next group that would help us grow or that we will help grow. Okay. So he builds us, he builds our character, and he uses people, places, and things to come at us to show us where we really are. Okay, you think you got patience, but you snapping at everybody every time somebody says something. You smell something, you snapping. You hear something, you snapping. Okay, so God has to reveal to you that you cannot take that attitude or that characteristics into your purpose or the plan that he has for your life, because you will ruin everything. You will miss out on money. You will miss out on opportunities. God likes to build us and shape us and mold us so that we're able to be prosperous and that we're able to be stable in healthy relationships or on our jobs or in our businesses, right? So don't always run from things, people, places, and people, but there is a thin line between abuse. There is a thin line between just being mishandled. And if you have a relationship with God, I promise you, he's going to lead you and guide you and direct you on how to talk, on how to communicate, on how to respond so that it works in your favor. Okay. So there's also spiritually, God connects us for divine reasons. I believe in covenant relationships and friendships. I believe there are people that God will put in your life, and it may not be for the rest of your life, but there are people that God put in your life for seasons of your life as you grow, okay? And you don't want to get stagnant. There are people that come into our lives only because of familiar spirits. And that's when trauma bonding happens. You're in a season of your life where you are dealing with your traumas, and so a familiar spirit or a person that may have experienced the same type of trauma is drawn to you, and then you're like, oh, we're besties, or oh, we're this and we're that, and you want to be careful with that, because if you decide that you want to start healing from your trauma, and you've been trauma bonding with a person for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they want to stay the same, but you're healing, eventually, when you're free from the things that the trauma held you hostage to, if your friend is not, you're going to be able to see clearly that that is not a relationship that you desire to be in. So don't allow loyalty. Don't allow knowing a person for years keep you held hostage to something that you desire to be free from. Okay. And everybody has a choice. And once again, we can't change people, but choose to love yourself enough to be free to grow, so that you can grow in life and be prosperous and happy and healthy and be the victor and no longer the victim. Okay. But if there's people in your life that are choosing, and I mean choosing, because everybody has the opportunity to heal and grow. And if this group of people or this person that you've been connected to is choosing to stay broken and stay down, it is okay for you to move around and grow. Okay. Third key, communication is key. Naturally, open, honest, and respectful communication creates safety and understanding in any relationship. Be open, be honest, be respectful. And when you can do those things, whoever you're communicating with will hear you. If you're not open, if you're not honest, if you're disrespectful, walls go up. People cannot hear when you are being disrespectful to them. It is natural instinct to fight or protect oneself. So if you have something to say, and if you want to do it in love, and if you see something like, okay, this could make you better, you want to be mindful of your motive of what you're communicating about and who you're communicating to. And if you want to get something across, be open and honest, but also be respectful. Give people their space. Sometimes when people feel a certain kind of way, if they're not ready to communicate, give them that time. Give them that time. It's okay. Because you don't want to yell and scream or get your point across just to get it out, and it doesn't take root in the individual's life that it could possibly help. You want to make sure that you're communicating in a mindful time, with love, with the right motive, and with respect. Okay? Spiritually, just as we talk to God in prayer, spiritual relationships require clarity, love, and truth spoken in grace, as I just said. Okay? So you want to be mindful. Give people grace. Give yourself grace. We all make mistakes. We all fall short of the glory of God. We all, some of us are learning how to be friends. Some of us are learning how to be that coworker, that server. Some of us are learning how to be a boss. Some of us are learning how to be leaders. Give grace, okay? And our last point is love is the standard. I want to challenge everybody today and make sure that you understand. Look up what love is. What is love to you? There's different forms of love. You got agape love. You have different types of love. But the real love, God is love. And if you understand who God is, and you may not know God in his whole entirety, because God he's the world, okay? He's everything. Build a relationship with him and let him show you who he is. He said, try me and see. Talk to him, just as you talk to each other. And listen. See how God handles you. Build a relationship with God. It's that simple. Sometimes people make God is big, right? But he's not so big where he doesn't hear you. He's not so big where he will not speak to you directly. He's not so big where he doesn't love you to the point where he wants to talk to you daily. He wants to talk to you all day. Pray without ceasing. Prayer is just another form of communication. It's just communication to God. That's what prayer is. You can talk to God. You can ask God questions. Some people be like, don't question God. You don't question God. No, if you had a parent or a friend and you had a question, you would ask them. God is the same. Ask him, but make sure you're ready to hear the answer. Listen. Okay? Naturally, real love isn't just a feeling. It's an action. It's sacrifice. And it's consistency. God will never leave you nor forsake you. God is the same God that he was 2,025 years ago today. God sacrificed his son. He showed us love. And that was the action when he sent his son to die for us. That was the action. That was the ultimate action. It gets no better than that. And the more you learn to build a relationship with God, you will begin to build the characteristics of Christ. And his characteristics spew love. They show love. Okay? Spiritually, God is love. Like I said, 1 John 4:8, every relationship should reflect his love, patience, kind, and unconditional. That's 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Look that up. See what love is. It is patient. It is kind. And it is unconditional. And I want to say, and I know this for a fact, that we as human beings, we all do not show unconditional love. But when you begin to develop a relationship with God, he shows you unconditional love. He will lead you and guide you, and he will prepare you. He would equip you to teach you how to show unconditional love, patience, kindness, action, sacrifice, consistency. God will show you that. And then it will be up to you to receive it, communicate with God, and act it out. All right. I'm telling you, that'll be one of the best things you've ever done in your life. Love is good. I ain't mad at love. I love love. I love love. Okay. And I hope that you love love. I hope that you learn to love love. And if you have been hurt by someone, a human being. And sometimes when we're hurt by an authoritative figure in our life, whether it is a leader, a parent, a teacher, our first boyfriend or our first girlfriend, that thing almost wants to break us, and it makes us afraid to love. Do not be afraid to love. Do not be afraid to receive love. But make sure that the first thing you are doing is obtaining a relationship with God, who is love, so that he can show you what love looks like, what love feels like, and what love is. Okay? And then you won't be making the same mistakes of choosing and picking things, places, and people because you desire love and they don't have an idea what love is, so they can't give you something that they don't know what it is. So make sure you know what love looks like. Make sure you understand the difference between love and lust. Make sure that you know who God is so that you can just receive those characteristics and learn to love and be loved. And I want y'all to know tonight that I love y'all. I love everybody. I love y'all, right? And I really appreciate you all. That is all for today in this episode of Daily Dose of Positive Tea with Coach Eldridge. This was about relationships, y'all. Anybody with comments or questions, please put them in the comment. Like I said, go to my YouTube page. Y'all go to Amazon, like and subscribe on the YouTube page. Go to Amazon, type my name, CHERIEELDRIDGE. Whatever books pop up and you desire, grab them. If you want to be a part of the self-love course, where you get to learn how to start loving yourself and not seeking for someone to love you, but before you can actually love someone else, you got to learn to love yourself. So yournewstartcoaching.com, or you can inbox, you can put it in the comments, you can email me at yournewstart8@gmail.com if you'd like to sign up for the self-love course. That is available to you. All right. I pray everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week. And until next time, I'll see you soon.